give you some of the latest boxing news with some old boxing fights from the past. Just a reminder to you guys to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It's your boy Danny. Let's get it, man.
All right, let's get it. Roy Jones Jr. to meet with Anthony Joshua about becoming his trainer. BoxingScene.com posted this about 2 weeks ago on their website. RJ, seen here talking with AJ at the Bivol Ramirez fight, had this to say in the article. I spoke to him last weekend. Jones said of his meeting with Joshua in Abu Dhabi for the light heavyweight title bout between Dimitri Bivol and Gilberto Ramirez during an interview with SecondsOut.com. And my opinion is that he still has everything necessary to become champ again. I'll get him in the gym and look at him, assess his game, and I think he'll be back to the top in 6 to 8 months. I got a good long term plan for him. If he agrees on that plan, which I haven't told him, but I do have a plan for him because I feel like, in boxing, I kind of know how to go for a guy most of the time. I kind of know the best route for him to take because I've been watching his whole career. I definitely have a good plan for him. When he comes to see me in Brickton, when I go train Chris Eubank, we'll speak about it. I'll assess him in the gym, then I'll tell him what my plan is. If he likes the plan, we'll get him the plan. If he don't like the plan, then he'll go find someone that suits him. Keep in mind, this is not set in stone, so we won't know anything until Anthony Joshua either has a fight date or starts his training camp for that fight date. So everything is speculation right now, and we'll see what happens. There are 3 fights that Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing are proposing for AJ next year. First, Dillian White, who just came off a controversial majority decision against Jermaine Franklin yesterday. Tyson Fury, the WBC heavyweight champion who's fighting Derek Chisora for a third time next week. And Deontay Wilder, the former WBC champion, who is in negotiations with fighting Andy Ruiz in a WBC eliminator. Now, under Robert Garcia's training for the second Usyk fight, AJ made adjustments, but it wasn't enough for him to get the decision. Is Roy Jones Jr. the answer to propel AJ to become a 3-time heavyweight champion of the world, or is it someone else? Stay tuned. In other news, Keith Thurman reportedly wanted $10 million to fight Jerron Boots Ennis, says Boots' father, trainer Bozy.
Now, where have I heard that number before?
Hold on. We'll get to that part in a minute. But get a load of this. That Errol Spence versus Keith Thurman is a title fight approved by the WBA.
What does that mean?
I'll tell you exactly what that means. It means that this man, Amantis Stanionis, is put on the back burner once again by the WBA. Amantis Stanionis, the number one contender, who was supposed to have a title fight last year with Yordanis Ugas, but accepted step-aside money for Ugas versus Spence, under the impression that he will be next in line for the winner. But that ain't gonna happen. And where have we heard the $10 million number? Back in 2020, Bomax stated that Keith Thurman wanted $10 million, the same exact number, to fight Terrence Crawford. So this can't be a coincidence. And I'm going to tell you why it's not a coincidence. Why would someone ask for $10 million to face someone? I'll tell you what I think. This is the reason why someone would ask for that number. Let me keep it real with you. I like Keith Thurman. I really do. But I just got to keep it 100. The reason why you ask for $10 million for a guy like Boots Ennis, especially, it's not because you expect it. You want to justify that you're taking a risk so that it will be worth it for you. Therefore, what you're doing is you're pricing yourself out. And not only that, you've never made $10 million in a fight in your life. So why would you ask for $10 million now? When you fought Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman got $2.5 million against Manny Pacquiao, where Pacquiao got $10 million. So why would you ask for $10 million when you never even made $10 million? The only logical reason for this is because you want to cash out. And also, I failed to see how fighting one time in 3 years against the likes of Mario Barrios, who lost His last fight at 140 against a 135-pounder qualifies you to jump up the rankings to be the mandatory for the WBC. Now, as it pertains to Jerron Boots Ennis and Terrence Crawford, as you can see, Boots Ennis is promoted by Showtime Championship Boxing, and Terrence Crawford is with Black Prime, which is really not anything substantial. So, Jerron Ennis can't fight anywhere else. He is with Showtime exclusively. So it is up to Cameron Duncan and the people at Showtime to make the offer to Terrence Crawford to fight. But Terrence Crawford will be fighting David Avanesian December 10th, 2 weeks from now.
I'd like to thank you guys for watching once again. Another episode of Danny's Dimensions. I'm out. Peace.